Alright then guys, what's going on? Cloud Plays here and welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're inside of Star Wars Jedi Survivor and we have got a load of information for you guys about the game itself and a re-coverage of what we know so far, including a pre-leak of the art book itself. So with that being said, if you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on, it'd be greatly appreciated. Now with that being said, let's dive on into some Star Wars Jedi Survivor. So starting off, we have got these stances that you can use early game. Now we do know for a fact that we've got the single and dual bladed stance, and it does look like the dual wield stance is immediately obtained, or at least obtained early on, and hopefully the blaster and crossguard stances come early on into the game as well. As we do know in Fallen Order, you were able to obtain this by finding it early in Dathomir if you explored correctly. Now we know that it is also being confirmed by game developers that we will be able to find these styles, stances and more inside of the same exploration style. This has been expanded greatly, and they have stated that they want to do this on a bigger scale and a wider scale, so we now know that we have to explore to be able to find these things. But what we do know as well is we've got additional pieces, including what we will know about the cool things we can switch off inside of the settings, such as fall damage. You can turn off fall damage. That's right. This is a really cool feature for people like me who fall off of edges a hell of a lot and definitely don't want to admit it. So you can turn that full damage off, and if you do happen to fall off the edge and land somewhere else, don't worry, you ain't gonna die. You can carry on running around in his really weird running stance. But yeah, anyhow, talking about that, we have got planets that are going to be widespread in this game, one of which is my favourite, which is Coruscant. This planet is myself a massive move. As me myself, I'm extremely excited for this, as it holds some more of an urban feel, and I hope that we can spend a good amount of time there, because if we can, you guys know full well that I definitely will. Other planets such as Kobo will be mega explorable and more of an open world with loads to find, and we know that it's also been confirmed that there are numerous planets like this to get lost in inside of the game, whereas others such as a unnamed moon planet that we've seen gameplay of that are a little bit more Fallen Order-esque with a more linear feel to it, which is less explorable but although a lot more story based and a lot more of a narrow feeling where you guys know exactly where you're going to hit the objective. Now there is something which has been pondering my mind, as whether we'll see New Game Plus. I'd be surprised if we didn't with today's day and age, but we have seen a lot of games just recently that have not been running this narrative, such as Hogwarts Legacy, but we have not had any solid concrete just yet with regards to New Game Plus being inside of the game. All we have is a comment from Stig stating, "The only thing I'll say is we understand that players want more, they want a bigger game, and in regards to how that unfolds, play the game and you'll find out." But what we do know is that the end game is going to be filled with more activities, and it's loaded a lot more than the original game of Fallen Order, with the Stig stating there are more opportunities to engage with things beyond the main quest, much more than the first game itself. So will they have their own iteration of New Game Plus? Will New Game Plus as a standard as we know it be in the game? How is it that they're willing to expand the game and make the game bigger? They aren't willing to say just yet, but it seems like something we're just going to have to find out come April 28th when the game does launch. Now there is one thing that is irritating me though, and this is how we've still seen no news or no gameplay from the main guys on the blaster stance, because it could be done really well or it could be done really badly, and I'm completely on the edge of my seat to find out how it plays. For me myself, I don't think the blaster stance is something I want to utilize too much. It definitely seems like a completely different game, and for me, I like the idea of the lightsabers and it just looks a lot cooler, and with it having so many different stances available now, I don't think the blaster is going to be something I utilize too much, other than when I maybe have to utilize it as an overall. But it could be just so damn good, but it could also be really bad. The fact that they're keeping this under wraps though is building a hype up for a stance that we know nothing about, so I'm really excited to see how this one comes, and hopefully we get a bit of gameplay or a little bit of something before the game launches April 28th, but we'll just have to wait to see. Now we also do have sighting of the art book, which looks extremely extremely cool, and for me this is not something that I will be getting myself, although it is really intriguing. The art cover itself looks absolutely incredible, and this is just something that we've managed to find over on the interwebs that's made its way around its article base. Whether it's completely legitimate or not, we'll have to wait and see, but this does look really cool as far as it goes for an art book style, that sort of painting-esque drawing. I love the concepts that they put inside of these art books, and I might even be able to dabble around and see if we can find some images from inside of it, because it's just intriguing, and they generally hold a lot with regards to what's inside of the game. Now, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today. It's just a nice recap of Jedi Survivor and what it is that we're going to be able to see, and where we're at with a load of the information on things as of right now. If you haven't already, though, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. Appreciate your faces, and as always, up until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.